here. So, all right, the knee pick for the kids class. So, the way this technique works, I would keep it very simple with the kids, all right? We're working from an underhook. And basically what all the knee pick looks like is running the person down, okay? Couple strategies that I have for teaching this. Number one, I have the person put their toes. Hey kids, I need you to quiet down. If I have the person put their toes right on a line, just standing very square in a very, just, you know, obviously very simple posture, okay? I put my arm under. My arm wants to go from armpit to armpit, so we rotate. I want to be here on the armpit. I don't want to be up and I don't want to be down. I want to be armpit to armpit, okay? From here, I'm bending down, bending my knees. I'm going to hook the knee, preferably with my wrist, not my fingers, with my wrist, and I'm going to run them down. And it's a very simple takedown. So having them do it in this very simple way first will help them kind of get a feel for the mechanics. I usually slow it down with them and talk about how, you know, I'm going to bring his body over his knee. A big mistake that the kids will tend to make is they'll push, and this is here, but it's ornamental in some sense. So like you just keep stepping. Yeah, this will happen. They'll just keep going. That's a big mistake that they make. The other big mistake they make is they try to do it all upper body so their legs don't move. They're like, "Urgh, urgh," and you just can't move the guy. I'm here, and there is this line in front of us. And the ideal is that I'm gonna run down the line. I don't actually want to cross the line. I want to actually run next to him, not, so I'm here and I just run in front of him, okay? I don't want to run behind him, which is what a fair number of kids will do, and I wouldn't be too upset if they do that. I wouldn't get like, a lot of them are going to do this. It's kind of stronger, it feels good. Why we don't want them to do this in the long term is that if Monty decides to Uchimata here, throw that leg into my leg, yeah. He has a lot of good counters and hip throws if I move myself around his hips like that. So I don't want that. But I want to emphasize with kids, don't worry too much about that either. Don't get like obsessive about that. If they're taking him down, it's probably fine. The other reason that I want to stay in front of him is my ideal is to come straight down into a knee on belly, okay? And if I can come down and finish in knee on belly, that's preferable to me going down kind of chest to chest in some sense, as I start to get the knee on belly position, okay? But that's the knee pick. After I've had him do it like standing like super tall, I have the partner start to bend his knees and stuff and start to work from, then it'll be harder there. If you have really advanced kind of juniors and stuff like that, you can start from an underhook grip like this and work on the idea of pulling the leg to you and then switching the arms and running them down. That's kind of the classic knee pick scenario. The other classic knee pick scenario is like, I do this and I try to pull you, I'm gonna try to pull your leg, man. I really want you to be stubborn, like stick it in the ground. It's like, and I'm trying to like, and I can't get that leg to me, and I can switch to the other leg, because this leg is heavy and this one's leg becomes light. So those are two classic, the knee pick and the single leg do go together, but those last parts are really for like your junior kids, your kids who are already getting it pretty good, pretty fast, then you can kind of layer in extra stuff. But for real young kids, just stay running them down. They'll do pretty well at it in the real thing, largely because we're always yelling at the kids. They come out very straight legged, you know? And when you're very straight legged like this, Monty doesn't even need an underhook, but if he gets an underhook and I'm very straight legged, it's not a hard thing for him to come out and just block my knee and start to run me down, right? So the kids can and will find big success with this just because kids' posture is horrible, right? So